Ah.
So, I pretty much woke up this morning not realising I was about to see a photo that would inspire me. Caption is what real contrast. So I jumped on Instagram and found out exactly where this photo came from. So I found Verycat through the Peter McKinnon assignments challenges that he's doing every single week for people stuck in isolation to keep us entertained. And this was the first photo that he reviewed. I was like, fuck, I've just got to try and redo this and see if I can do it for myself. I'm thinking I'm going to stand here where I set the lemon water photography thing that I did in my last video. If you want to check that out, link up in the tag up here. I'll set the lights up so that I have a nice contrast ratio on my face, meaning light on one side and dark on the other, just to create that really dramatic look. And I don't know, let's see if we can do it. Set the table and old Optus router box as my tripod because I broke my tripod in Melbourne. Use what you can around. Look for things. Look for little tables, boxes, stack of books or anything to use as a tripod if you don't have one. Okay, so seeing as I really want this photo to be a bit more dramatic, I'm only really going to light one half of my face up the most. I'll have obviously a bit of fill light on the darker side because you still want to be able to see the features of the face. I might end up closing the window. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to test it out. Now I'm going to be swapping over to the GoPro to film the next footage. I've only just got the one camera and I obviously have to take photos with the camera with what you're watching on right now. So this is my setup. I've got the camera with the 50mm set up on the gimbal, which is set up on a box, which is set up on a table. But what's gonna happen now is I've got to set something against the wall, like an object or something, because I need to focus the camera. I'm gonna be setting the camera on a timer and then run to the wall and jump in front of it. I want that image, that shot, to be in focus. Just checked it, I'm a bit too far away, so I've got to move the table and stuff a bit closer. So I had to quickly get Mum's help again to stand because it was way too hard to get the focus. Now I just need to change my clothes, maybe put a jumper on, and I need to go find my mask. Oh shit. Where is my mask? Hey Dad, you know where my mask is? Just find it. Oh, it's in the car. That's right.
Even if it hurts with time, we were never meant to fight. Something at the finish line. Stay, stay, stay. Even if it's short on time, at least we'll never wonder why this love was so hard to find. Stay, stay, stay.
I keep sitting too high, so I'm gonna have to get it right, like the level. I'm either sitting too high or too low. Oh fuck! Ah! I think I got the shot with the mask. Oh fuck, I'm sweaty under there now. Ugh, disgusting. Now I just got to get the photo again without the mask, and then I'll merge both together.
Lights down low, still
Ooh, I still got a bit of coffee. Oh yeah.
please don't go. I'd rather have
Right, so start of the day just like any other day. Alarm goes off, I wake up, I make my coffee, I sit down to watch a few videos to, you know, sort of get in the mood for the day, you know, try and get inspired or motivated by something. And it happened to be the day that Peter McKinnon reviews all the past photo assignments of the previous week. And I was kind of hoping, oh, maybe I might get featured. Well, I didn't get featured. There's much better photographers out there than I am. And when I look at what some other people can come up with, I'm just like, wow. And it just so happens that one of those photos that I was wowed by was in there, and it was Peter's favorite as well. And it happened to be this photo by someone known as Very Cat. This one I absolutely loved. I loved the look of it. I loved the style of it. I thought back a couple of weeks that it'd be cool to take a photo with the mask, except I have this mask here, and it's like very blue, and I thought maybe I needed something a bit cooler. So after watching Peter's video, I had another fuck it moment, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try to replicate this and do my own version of this self-portrait. Now, the photos that I come up with, I had to take the photos with the mask, without the mask, so I could bring them both together in Photoshop. So I chose my favorites, chose the ones that I thought would work best with each other, put them both into Lightroom, gave them an edit, and then I opened them up into Photoshop, where I ended up cropping them and masking them together to the best of my ability. I'm really not good at Photoshop. That's something that I really want to try and learn and get better at. But I did what I could, and then I ended up merging them, and then I edited them again in Lightroom, and I come up with this shot right here. Am I 100% happy with how it came out? To be honest, no. But I am pretty happy with the amount of effort that I put into trying to replicate Very Cat's photo. It took me much longer than expected, but am quite pleased with how it came out. I used to think that I used to always have to come up with ideas, be original, and all that kind of thing, and that's something else that's kind of held me back, because a lot of the times you get stumped with coming up with ideas. There's no harm in stealing other people's ideas, as long as you be good about it. Like, mention whose idea is it you're trying to replicate, give them credit for inspiring you to do the same thing. But I definitely see it in a way of practicing. You know, this is something that you want to get good at, you want to get so much better at, so why not take as many different ideas as you can get and give them a go. Now, my photo turned out nowhere near as good as Very Cat's, but I want to say thank you to her for inspiring me to go ahead and give this photo a crack. And maybe you can even try this at home. Try do a self-portrait kind of like this. Doesn't have to be a self-portrait either. You can really take a photo of anything. It's up to you. That's what's so great about photography. There's no limitations. You can do pretty much anything you want. With that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you took something from it, took a piece of value. You know, that's what I want to do in this channel. And maybe consider liking and subscribing. It's always up to you. It helps my channel out a great deal. And I hope to catch you in the next one. See ya. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna, bye.